Hello everyone, welcome to another Battlefield 4 video, and this episode I will be talking about Star Wars Battlefront 3. I think it links together my two main series of Star Wars lore, since I'll be talking about a Star Wars game, and of course it links with Battlefield since DICE are going to be making the Star Wars Battlefront 3 game. So to start off with, I'm playing Hainan Resort on Rush, and you could have probably guessed if you've seen the first video. I'm using the M4, I'm just addicted to that gun. There's just no gun that seems better at this moment in time, but I have to stop talking about this gun because I could be talking about it for the whole episode and wouldn't even realise. So let's get on and start talking about how good Battlefront 1 and 2 were. So Battlefront 1 came out, absolutely blew my mind because I was such a huge Star Wars fan, and I've always fancied like sort of recreating the battles and stuff like that. Battlefront 1 comes out and you're able to do that. How cool is it to try and reenact the Hoth battles and stuff like that? As a kid, it just absolutely blew your mind. And then the second one came out and you're like, this is better than the first one. How is this even possible? They were just two absolutely stunning games, and that definitely took up most of my childhood. I should have probably been outside playing football or something like that, but you know, when these games were out, I was just addicted to them and I could not leave my PS2, so they're just absolutely amazing games, and this made me really want a Star Wars Battlefront 3 for the Xbox 360 and the PS3. I was really looking forward to playing it on what was then the next gen consoles, but it never materialised because the game did get cancelled, although there was footage, I think it was an hour of gameplay where it looked, it might have been pre-alpha stage or something, but it did look like it was getting somewhere, and for it to be cancelled when it's sort of nearly, I know it's pre-alpha, but sort of getting there to be nearly ready to come out is absolutely gutting. And you're just looking at it and there's so much cool stuff going on. You could just get into a spaceship on land and fly into space and start fighting people there. How epic does that sound? It is like, I suppose this was sort of made for DICE. It's just such a big battle. You could even go up into space. It was just absolutely epic, and to see it cancelled, you're just like, why? This would create so much money. There's so many people that would buy this game. I don't understand why you would cancel it. So I've sort of talked about it. DICE are going to be taking over. They're going to be piloting the ship, if you like, which this could end up turning out good or bad, but I think it's scheduled to come out either this year or early next year. I'm not entirely sure. If you do know that for certain, do leave that in the comments. But DICE, they're a good company, of course. They've made Battlefield 4, all the Battlefields, of course, and they're just such a good company when it comes to just big, massive scale warfare, and it's just so fun, this Battlefield. I'm just addicted to it. So imagine what they could do with a Star Wars Battlefront game. Now, I did say this could turn out good or bad. Surely it'll be good. How can you ruin a Battlefront game? I keep getting that mixed up, but how can you ruin what will be such a good game? It seems almost impossible at this stage. But you've seen with games like Duke Nukem, that might have just been doomed from the start, but games that have been stuck in limbo for so long can just suck, and Duke Nukem, that sucks so bad. Maybe it's a bit unfair comparing Star Wars Battlefront to that, but games that have just been scheduled to come out then sort of delayed and then cancelled and stuff, it's never good, and it means that Star Wars Battlefront could definitely suffer from this. But I'm really interested to see if Battlefront will follow the same sort of path as Battlefield, because since DICE are doing it, they'll probably do a lot of similar stuff. Will it be the exact same thing? Will there be lots of game modes like Rush and stuff? Will it just be a sort of copy and paste of Battlefield but with like Luke Skywalker and stuff like that? So hopefully it's not too much of a copy and paste job, but it would be nice to see some elements, some game modes and stuff like that come through from Battlefield. I think that would be quite interesting in the Star Wars format. I'm really looking forward to this game. Now, I probably shouldn't be saying that because this game has been delayed, it's been cancelled, it's been thrown into lava pits and stuff. We're just sort of, as a gaming sort of community, looking forward to this game. We've been shot down so many times, so who knows, this game might get cancelled again. Hopefully it doesn't. But the other thing is, I'm really hoping it's not disappointing like Star Wars Episode 1. Hopefully it's actually decent and not awful. But if it is bad, I'll just make it good. I'll just pretend to myself, yeah, this is good. Phantom Menace, what a film. I should have won an Oscar. I would just be like, this game's so good. And then I'll just be sort of lying to myself. But it will still be Star Wars, so I'll try to enjoy it anyway. But yeah, do leave comments down below telling me if you are looking forward to this game. Hopefully you are. If you, well, certainly if you like the Battlefront games. It's also nice to see a new company like DICE take it over from the rubble and see what maybe new things they can add to the series. So are you looking forward to this? And also, are you looking forward to possibly playing as Luke Skywalker on Hainan Resort? I would lovely just like randomly just put Hainan Resort. It's like you're just looking through the map starting with H, you've got Hoth, and you've got like Hainan Resort. You're like, is this in the Star Wars series? Just Luke Skywalker just taking out objectives left, right and centre. But do remember to leave a comment. Are you looking forward to this? Also, do you prefer me just sort of talking about, giving you sort of tips and stuff about Battlefield, how to play certain game modes, stuff like that, or do you want me to just do a sort of mixture and talk about different games like what I've done this episode? It'll be nice to get your opinion on that. And this, I think my team do end up winning this. I was doing pretty well. I took out, I diffused the objective a little bit earlier on, and I don't get the most amazing kill death ratio. I go 9-3, but I do help out the team quite a lot. And if you watch my last video in this Let's Talk series, then I do quite a lot of my tips, if you like. I was spotting quite a lot, and of course, you know, helping out my team quite a bit. So they were just piling on the pressure on, is that Alpha, that objective there, and I was just helping out as much as possible. I've been using the Assault class quite a bit, and I've already maxed it out, so I'm also level like 20 or something. Still might sound like a bit of a noob, but I like the Assault class so much since you can get lots of points and help out your team by using the medic abilities, whilst also having some great assault rifles such as the M4 cough cough. So that'll be it pretty much for this episode. Our team did win, so I felt like I did contribute quite a bit, which is always important. And if you guys, as I said, if you guys want to comment anything I have mentioned in this episode, then feel free to do so. Hopefully, DICE don't mess up Battlefront. Please don't do that. If you do, I'll be sad and probably cry quite a lot. But let's just hope that this game comes out. Let's just hope this game's good. Let's hope we could live out all our fantasies on Hoth and stuff like that. That might have sounded a little bit bad, but hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and until next time, I'll see you later. Goodbye.